welcome to India Post Live, India's first online live news interactive web portal. Well, India Post Live, it's all about you. If you want to join in the participate in the conversation, well, just log into www.indiapostlive and leave your comments there. And if you want to use your social media tools, just go to our Twitter handle, that's @IndiaPostLive, that's our Twitter handle, or #hashtag IndiaPostLive. And you can also go to our Facebook page and leave your comments there. And in case if you want to join in the conversation, just send us your participation request via Skype or Google Hangout. Well, guys, it's Friday today, and I'm sure most of you must have been eagerly waiting for today, for the weekend. Well, at least I am. And what a better way than to start the weekend on a musical note. So to take this conversation forward, today I have with me in the band a Delhi-based band called the Squarez Attached. Welcome, guys. In the studio, I'm joined by Gaurav Bhuyan, who's the guitarist of the band, and Priyanka, who's the vocalist of the band, and Neil Bhuyan, who is also vocalist and songwriter of the band. So guys, before we take forward this conversation, I want you guys to give our audience a glimpse of your music. So let's hear it, guys.
Sure.
Okay, so this is a song called Don't Tell. So it goes like this. Is this a lie, or just a pretty disguise?
I fight for a reason. I don't always get it right. And
Perfect being, that's what I am. And so by your grace I stand, there ain't no sinking sand. Don't you tell me what I should be doing. Don't you tell me what I should be thinking. 'Cause I know it well that you'd be deceiving. So don't you tell me. Don't you take me the way I should be going. Telling me this is the way. 'Cause I ain't listening, no, not a word. 'Cause I ain't listening, no, not a word.
and no, not a word, 'cause all I Don't you
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sure my audience enjoyed it as much as I did. I mean, like, I was completely lost in your song. So, first, let me come to you, Gaurav. Tell us a bit about your band. What's your genre?
Okay, about our band, we are a 6-piece band. We are 3 of us are here at present. The rest of them, they're back at home. We are basically a hard rock band, but our genre-wise, we don't actually follow any particular genre. We name our genre as experimental genre, since we add up, we take influences from different genres of music, so we call it experimental. And most of our songs are, you won't find a similarity in these songs. It keeps on changing, and as far as I think, is genre makes musician limited.
So, I mean, what do you mean by experimental, Priyanka? I mean, what do you mean by experimental music? I mean,
Basically, in just a few words, it's taking a little bit from this and that, taking a little bit from rock, mostly from rock, a little bit from jazz, blues. We are working on a new album, so if hopefully it'll come out next year sometime. So if you guys take a look, take a listen, so you'd hear that each song is different from the other.
so
it's
you,
like-
you guys are working on a new album as well. Okay, I'll come to you on that. So tell me, Neil, I mean, do you have any idol per se, you know, from the music industry? Like, do you follow, you know, anyone, any band, or, you know, a musician or singer in particular, you guys?
Yeah. If we if we talk something like if you're collaborating our thoughts, then there are a lot of bands like that. But if personally me, then there's a idol for me. He's Mr. John Bon Jovi. I follow him, and I mostly like the way he sing, the way he perform. He used to look each and every concert just to make sure that I can add a glimpse of him whenever I am performing in the stage. And moreover, about us, we follow mostly the influences are from 80s,
Okay,
late
80s,
80s
yes.
or 80s, like starting from Van Halen, like John Bon Jovi, I'm sorry, and then Def Leppard, and then yeah, if we talk about Priyanka, then she goes towards Paramore, and these other stuffs. And sometimes Gaurav might go for a blues musician. So that's why our tastes are a
Like
bit
6
different.
thoughts.
6 different thoughts when they come
Like
together,
journey.
and we then form a music of compose
That's
a
how we
song.
experiment.
Okay,
our
that's how
music.
you, I mean, that is called experimental music. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Priyanka, let me come to you. So, I mean, how old is your band, and what has been the response, to your music? Because it's something, I mean, I believe, new. So, what has been the response? Because people, basically, they follow a specific genre, be it metal or, or classical or a rock, So, people have their own specific genre. So, what has been the response, I mean, to your genre?
There are certain people who like few of our songs, not all. That's how it depends. So the response as of now, it's been 2 years. We're still struggling, still a struggling band. We're starting to get commercial as of now, and then we're starting to see good response starting from like just a few months, couple of months.
Okay. So, Gaurav, your profile, I mean, when I was going through your profile, it says that you guys you do music for a good cause. Tell us about that. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Our first gig of our band was in Infusion Hangout, which is a community service. And then again we did a show for Rotary Club. It's a blood donation camp. So good cause in the sense, our lyrics, you'll only get positivity in our lyrics.
okay.
And yeah, we have done many gigs which were not paid, but for a good cause, like for many NGOs.
And I believe for the Uttarakhand flood relief as well,
yeah.
right? If I'm not wrong.
For Studio Group organized that show.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we take part in any such incidents, or if we get any opportunities or activities going around, we just go and grab our guitars and we just go and play there. It's not like they invited us. We go by our own. We don't back out in good cause. And apart from that, yeah, we have done with 16 gigs in 1.5 years.
1.5 years. I mean, was it only confined to Delhi, or you've done outside Delhi?
We have done gigs in Gurgaon.
Gurgaon, okay.
And in Guwahati as well. So apart from that, was only 2 gigs outside Delhi, but apart from that, all the gigs were in Delhi.
I mean, so you guys all come from Northeast, right? So,
yeah.
you know, so what is the music scene in Northeast? Because Northeast is more famous for, you know, being the, I mean, Shillong, you know, in particular, it's known for the rock, you know, rock capital of the of India. So, you know, I mean, how's the response to your music? Have you guys played there, Priyanka?
No, not as of now, but we're thinking of going there very soon. And young people in Shillong, not many are very fond of rock. Not many.
So, do you think that people will, you know, would come up and embrace your genre? I mean, since you're saying that you're not.
So. We really hope so.
That's why our genre is experimental. So, like we have 9 songs done, of which all the songs are of different flavors.
So it's like.
So if anyone might hate one song, but he will end up liking the other song.
So it's like, suppose 4 guys are going in a car for a journey from suppose Shillong to Guwahati, or from Goa to Pune or something like that. 4 of them might have different taste of music. What we feel like is our songs, complete album, have 9 songs which are totally experimental. So one of these songs, they will like either one of them. Okay. That's for sure.
Okay, I'll just get. So I'm also joined online on Skype by Rohit Pandita from Noida and AHAN from New Delhi. Welcome guys to the show. Can you hear me? AHAN, can you hear me? I mean, you have to speak a bit louder. AHAN, you're not audible enough.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hi, welcome to the show, AHAN.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so today I have with me a Delhi-based band. They're called Squarez Attached, and they call their genre as experimental music. So, you know, do you have any comments or questions for our guests? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to know, like, the Indian music scene is dominated by mainstream Bollywood music. So we rarely do get, say, independent artists or bands get the limelight. So how do you plan to reach out to a wider audience? That's my question.
Yeah, how do you guys plan to reach out to a wider audience? Yes, that's a...
When we started performing in Delhi, we also saw few people who are mostly, who mostly like Bollywood music, or Punjabi songs or Hindi songs. But when we performed, somehow they liked it, and we are actually not deciding our fate before releasing the songs. And who knows, they might like the songs, because if that can give them something which is really encouraging or which is really delightful, then they might accept it. And anyhow, our plans are something like this, that we do something good for this nation. So if we do something good for the nation, then they might think that, yeah, there is something that they can do, and they might they might go and listen to our songs, and we can do good. Means our songs can do good.
Yeah, and our dreams are to go international. Once we go international, this means nationally we'll be popular.
The thing is that India should be proud.
India will be proud, because till date there is not a proper international band in India.
Yeah.
But we dream of being an international band. Although the dream is scary, but
dream is
all dreams are scary.
Yeah, but if you dream big, then it will be scary.
Yeah,
so
and if it's not scared, if you're not scared enough, that means your dream
is not that big enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, I would like to get Rohit. Rohit, can you hear me? Hello, Rohit.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome to the show, Rohit. So Rohit, today we have Delhi-based band. They call Squarez Attached. I'm sure you must have been watching this show. So any comments or questions to our guests?
No, I don't want to ask them any question, but I got to know from one of my friends that you sing experimental music. You know that your band is experimental and you sing experimental music. And for me, it was like there's something new. But when I heard you, like when you were singing, it was cool. And what I was expecting you will be shouting and all. But it was very classical to me. So, what's it like? You said that you are coming up with a new album and it has 9 different songs. So, is there anything which is like where you are shouting and all? It's purely rock and all like that.
The thing is, this song itself, the song we perform, this how we have experimented here is this is an acoustic version of this song, but the original version is it won't sound like the same. It's very different.
As he's asking us, he wants to know, is there a song which is like, we
have lots of songs which we scream and shout.
There are few songs.
So there you have Rohit.
It was Queen, it was like Queen, but can I have something which is very jazzy and rock, like?
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
There are 9 different songs, and we specially made 2 of these songs just for those people who like heavy kind of music
or jazz
or jazz.
You told that you are associated with art.
Hello, Rohit. Rohit, I think this seems to be some audio problem. Okay, so Rohit, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, you did just like in the beginning you told that you are associated with hard rock and all. So people who are coming to hard rock, they are always with full enthusiasm. They can come to the club. And like, what kind of music do you have for those type of audience? Can you sing out something which is very jazzy and all?
Okay, so there you go. You have a request, or your first fan. I mean, I'm sure your fan base is increasing, so he's asking for a jazzy number. Do you have any jazzy number in your new album?
Yeah,
we do
one
have
is
one.
in progression.
So
we are making it.
One is still in construction.
Yeah.
Okay, so but
actually we don't want to reveal it. It will be an expense. It will be a suspense. Yeah, it will be a suspense as well as exciting thing.
I just like to ask you something that you told about jazzy number. So are you talking about heavy rock music, or you're talking about the jazz that 16 count jazz? Yeah. What are you talking about? So
something heavy like club songs and all.
I think that's what I think you want to hear something which is heavy with the power chords and all.
Okay, so let's hear it, guys. Something jazzy.
I would rather say he wants to hear it heavy.
Yeah, he wants to
Heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can we have can you guys play us one of your songs from the new album? Something which is jazzy and something which is loud. I think that's what Rohit wants to hear.
The original version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he
actually, what the thing is, we have 2 versions of all of our songs.
Okay.
Like one is the heavy version and one is the acoustic version.
Okay. So
I think
so you can play acoustic version. I mean,
once the
would you like to hear that, Rohit? Acoustic version?
I'll be glad to do.
Yeah, please go ahead with your acoustic version.
Acoustic version.
Yeah.
Okay then. struggle hard to survive. No matter what rises, we keep on dreaming, trying to control every stage of life. Struggle hard to survive, no matter what rises.
Searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied. We keep on searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied. There's a battle between the good and bad. Are we fighting hard enough? There's a battle in all of my
Delusions, we are lost in our own world, but we don't realize, no matter what rises, we keep on moving, trying to control every stage of life. Struggle hard to survive, no matter what rises.
We keep on searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied. We keep on searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied.
Child wishes for a good thing. Youth strives to establish. Man tries to be responsible. The aged say he just wanna live one day.
Keep on searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied. We keep on searching, but we still can't find what is right. We keep on dreaming, but we still are not satisfied.
Satisfied. We are not satisfied. Oh, we need no better. We need no better. We need no better. There's a better. No, no, we don't need no better. No, no, we don't need no better. No, no, we don't need no better. We don't need no, 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 no better. No better. No better.
Awesome, guys. That was great. That was from your new album. I wish you all the best for your new album. Okay, we seem to have lost the connection. Okay, so tell us a bit about your your new album. Is there inspiration behind the album, or any message that you want to convey through your new album?
Our album, we have a lot of different songs. We basically write on what we see every day, issues that we see every day, like issues that are disturbing every day, and issues that disturb us really. So there's one song that we've written, it's called Colors. It's basically about the Indian woman and how she breaks out from a very traditional and that confining situation that she's always in because of customs and traditions and stuff. So there's a lot of songs like that in our coming album.
Okay, so Rohit, welcome back. I mean, you just heard Squarez Attached
Yeah,
just
it was
sing.
very
Yeah.
nice.
So, what do you have to say about that?
I just lost.
Yeah.
Like, it was good. And one more thing that I wanted to ask you guys, like as Hissay mentioned that you all are from Northeast. So are you experimenting something with your regional language?
We have thoughts like after this album we might come up with a album. No, we might name it as Fusion. So there we might try to do something not only from Northeast but entire India Indian folk. Let's see what we will do. But yeah, that will be also an experimental thing. Yeah, we are
We're
working on
definitely
it.
thinking about it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're thinking about it.
Definitely
Uh,
thinking.
It will
Can I
be
have
after
AHAN?
the
AHAN,
project.
can you hear us?
I would
So,
like to ask one more question.
yeah, please go ahead.
Like generally in most cases we see that people change their genre. Like when they start from experimental music, but when they get famous, they change their genre to commercial music. Like even in the case of David Guetta, he just turned into a commercial DJ. So would you stick to your experimental music, or would you try for Bollywood or commercial albums also?
If we get an opportunity from Bollywood to compose a song, then that song will be composed in our way. The thing is that we'll make it experimental. We'll stick to our thing.
Actually, our plan is to make experimental commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what. Experimental commercial. We want to commercialize experimental music. I mean to say, in other words, independent music mostly. We see a lot of bands, we meet a lot of bands, good bands from Delhi itself, who are trying their best just to showcase their talents. We know that in India there's a Bollywood culture, but with the motives like MTV Unplugged, Coke Studio, now the things are changing, and as you know, the first band of India, Rock Machine, few guys like this, like Uday Benegal and all, what they think is like within 10 to 15 years we might have an independent music industry in India, and it's doing good. We hope for the best.
Okay, so Neil, let me come to you. How's the music scene in Delhi? I mean, do you see people, more towards Bollywood music and and not much into rock and instrumental. I mean, and experimental. Experimental music. I mean, what's the scene like?
In Delhi, as far as I have come across with different musicians, there are musicians where you will find fusion is on heights, and then after that you'll find jazz musicians and jazz as well as funk.
Yeah.
These are the genres which are commercially doing well. Yeah, and the scene is good actually. They do respect musicians, but sometimes, yeah, it might not be the same every day.
I would say Delhi crowd is
It's
awesome crowd.
It's good. The
Very
crowd
good.
is really good,
People are very good.
and
They appreciate music. That's
Yeah,
what
they,
I see.
They
That.
appreciate
They
the
appreciate-
creativity.
They appreciate the creativity. No matter a guy who's a Honey Singh fan will love a rock song.
Okay, so I'm also joined online on Google Hangout by Mr. Vinayak Dutt. Where are you calling from, Vinayak?
Yeah, I'm calling from Delhi.
Okay, he's calling from Delhi too. So I believe that you are a big Punjabi music fan. So, I can't hear you.
I'm saying I have a question.
Oh yeah, please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, like there was a curiosity, why they have named their band as Squarez Attached. Is there any creative reasoning behind it?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Initially, when we formed the band, we were 4 of us. Gaurav, Neil, me, and our lead guitarist Joydeep. So we were four of us, and we used to we used to create
together.
music,
Yeah, so
and
we feel
had
like connected. That's what is the synonym for connected. We found it attached.
Okay, so squares attached.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then we thought square attached. Then we thought it's not sounding good. Then she told add a Z on it, squares attached. And then there was another concept behind putting a Z on it because two more members joined in.
Okay.
Now they felt that they're biased. Okay, that these guys they four. That's why it's like square attached. So they don't value us. So what we did, we all are squares. I'm a square, she's a square, and we found a plural thing for it.
we have
add a Z on
we
it.
have like a box of creativity and individuality in each one of us. So when we bring that together, we're like attached.
So there you go, Vinayak. You have you got your, yeah. So please go ahead with another question. Here's another question.
Yeah, sure.
When first I heard that name, like it's Square Attached, the first thing came to my mind was a pack of cigarettes. Like it was also. So they are also four in number, and so are these guys. But
I think Vinayak, can I cut you short there? I mean, I think it's four squares if I'm not wrong. The brand of the cigarette.
That's what I'm saying. They are also four in number, like she said. And that cigarette brand is also four squares. So, in any way, that was in a very lighter way. On a serious note, I found their first song much better than their second one. Myself being like, I'm not a very big fan of rock music, but I found their first song way better than their second one.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and one thing more, like, what is experimental for them? Like, if they can define what is experiment, like for me, anything that is not conventional falls into the category of experiment. So, what is experimental for them?
It's like carbon and oxygen together, and we combine it, and it's carbon dioxide. So I just gave you it was like an example. So tomorrow something like this might happen, that we are singing a hard rock number, and suddenly I heard someone playing tabla, and someone singing a rag. Okay, so I might take that thing and experiment it and try to put it on. I might fuse it. Okay, so that becomes experimental.
Oh, okay.
That is guys are perfect for that MTV thing, like Coke Studio. You should go there. Like if that is the case.
Yeah.
I hope they invite us.
If they invite us, I mean to say, if we can make it up till there, we will go there.
Okay, guys,
because
I think
it's a
we
great
are.
opportunity to be there.
Yeah, we are.
So seriously, just a last point.
Yeah.
Seriously, your first song was too good.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vinayak. So, guys, we are really running out of time. So, before we wrap up, please, Rohit and AHAN, please go ahead with your last comments and thoughts and questions, please, guys. AHAN.
And they're doing a great thing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, AHAN. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, Rohit.
Just like the thing you are doing is it's great, and keep doing it, and so people like me can smile.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you so much for joining us. And also thank you to Vinayak for joining us with his thoughts and comments. Thank you so much, Vinayak. Okay, just a reminder, tomorrow is famous musician and singer Bob Dylan's birthday, which is May 24th. So I would request Priyanka and Neil and Gaurav to, let's just play a small tribute to Bob Dylan, though,
Sure.
Yeah, please.
take this badge from me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I can't use it anymore. Those cold dark clouds are coming down. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Hey, yeah. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Come on. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. We stood up. Come on, let's say together. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 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 Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Well, thank you guys so much as I would love to continue with the conversation, but unfortunately I have to wrap up the show. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Gaurav, for coming to our studio and sharing your musical journey with us. We wish you all the best for your new album. Well, on that note, I have to wrap up the show. So, good luck. Good luck to Neil and Priyanka and Gaurav with your new album. On that note, I have to say goodbye. We'll be back next week with another musical story to share. On that note, good night and thank you for watching the show.